Testing, 1, 2, 10. Testing, 1, 2, 10. Testing, 1, 2, 10. Thank you. Why is it a delay when I push record? It'd be a 5-second delay. Hey, what's up? It's me, Elay, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there. Well, I'm Breezy. Thank you for coming in. So, is the band trying to get back together? Wasn't it a couple months back before this, a second wave of Funky Dineva saying, you want to try to get the band back together, y'all? That's how he said. He said it a couple months ago, so it seems, where he was talking about wanting to get the band back together. But nobody made a lot of noise about it, including myself, meaning I made a lot of noise internally, behind the scenes. I was really happy about it because I was telling my husband about how happy I was Funky actually talking about that. And that happened around the time. Well, is Claudia Jordan still on another TV show with Carlos King and another guy? So she's got that show. And maybe 2 months ago, Funky was considering about wanting to get the band back together because ATL and Michelle Brown had something to say about that. Hey, Michelle ATL and Brown, you be making me laugh with this ongoing family feud that you and Funky have going on. Nonetheless, I think why it caught fire, Hunger Games, caught fire like Hunger Games, is because Funky made a public display of showing that he wanted to get back together. Now, I saw the news break, shameless plug, I saw the news break when I was in the midst of chatting with my community while I was premiering the Keisha Cole part 1 interview from the Breakfast Club. So when I was in there chatting it up with my peeps, I saw on the side, how they have like this long line of videos that are actually live or queued up for what to play next. I saw what was actually going live when I was doing my premiere, and it was Spill It Boy TV. Shouts out Spill It Boy TV. One of my favorite videos from him is from maybe 3 or 4 years ago when he was talking about his stories when he was sewing prom dresses for the kids. I like listening to those prom stories and how he shops for the material, or if the girls bring the material, he pieces together the dresses for them. The beginning process, the middle process, and the finishing process when he sees the designs on the girls, for prom. So those are good stories. So shout out for you for those stories. But like I was saying, I found out about the news from him. And he was commentating live saying, Funky Dineva wants to get back together with Claudia Jordan or something like that. I'm like, what? If he's reporting on it, what's happening? And then after my premiere went off, thank you guys who showed up to that one. I had a good time chatting with you guys. I appreciate that. After I closed that computer down, I pulled up my cell phone, and my timeline on my cell phone, it was oh no, I don't have my cell phone with me. Yeah! What's the name of the... No! I'm sorry. I forgot. Maybe I can pause it. Y'all, I'm gonna see if I can pause this so I can get the name. I'm back. Scotty by nature TV was in my timeline reporting the same thing going live. I'm like, okay, that platform be like Harry Potter. I must not tell lies. So I'm like, okay, that's a double confirmation because those two do not tell lies, and when they're wrong, they correct themselves. So shouts out to you guys. So I was really excited. So when I got some time, I started listening to YAAAAAY TV to see what was going on. And in that clip, in his video, was a clip of a Funky Dineva, I think at somewhere participating in the area of the Essence Festival, and Claudia Jordan was there. And he, apologized, and he said that he wanted to, get the old thing back. And I started laughing because, I'm like, this is weird. See him talk. Funky Dineva is with the LGBTQIA community. So for him to say that to Claudia, a girl, and I started laughing because it was like he was auditioning for a role for one of Claudia Jordan's movies where he opted in to play a straight man, because that's how it played out. She had on this pretty dress, it was white, and people were around, so there was a scene, and there was some girl on the right recording, and he, had his shorts set on, and it just looked like a ceremony. He was on the mic publicly apologizing, and he said he would like that old thing back. And I started laughing because I'm like, that's what men say in R&B songs to girls. I'm sorry, girl, I just want that old thing back. I'm like, that sounds just as bad as ball and chain. When people get married and they don't like their wife no more, they be like, I'm an old ball and chain. I'm like, well, dang. Old thing back, ball and chain. Either way, I started laughing, but it's like a chemistry. It's like a work chemistry, so I kept it on that. But it was just so funny to see that happening. And, it seemed like a sincere thing. So they apologized, they made up. And during that apology, there was a little conversation between the both of them talking about some of the things that they disagreed about, some of the things that caused the breakup in the first place. And Funky also mentioned during the public apology for Miss Claudia Jordan, some of the things that he had talked about when he first admitted to wanting to get the band back together, because that's the words he said. He wants to get the band back together. That was a couple months ago. And this time he said old thing back. But in reference to 2 months ago or so, getting the band back together, he mentioned that they should do it on their own terms. And, to everyone have equal pay, and to make sure everybody do have access to some type of insurance, that everybody just breaks in evenly, and everyone will be able to have their say. Kind of like the Joe Budden situation. I'm not talking about the equal pay part. I don't think everybody get paid equally at the Joe Budden podcast. But what I mean is working on letting every voice have a time to be heard, and not to intentionally overtalk one another. So that's what that was about. I would like to watch the video in full context, in addition to watching it in the clip form from other content creators. But since that's what I saw at first as the news broke, I wanted to give shouts out to those two content creators. Number one, they're African American. Number two, they don't lie. And once again, if they have something wrong, they come on the platform and fact check. For example, Claudia be in the YouTube comments like a shark. She came out of the woodworks and, Gospel Boy TV together just that fast on a couple of few things. So like I said, if something wrong, it's gonna get corrected on the platform. So my name is Elay, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. And what do I think about it happening? It seems like an even stronger possibility now, because it's being recorded in front of an audience with witnesses for all the world to see. And it seemed like we just experienced or witnessed some type of partnership forming, and I would love for that to happen. I don't know what y'all gonna do with Armand Wiggins since he been wilding out at the P. Diddy court, putting baby oil on himself after the verdict came in. Y'all gonna hire him back after that? Well, I got something to say about that in the next video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and y'all have a good day, why don't you?